Hello, my loves. If you're watching this video, this message will be for you. Oh, this message is so for you. Divinely for you. You were meant to see this, my love. You were meant to see this. I feel like someone is toying with you. Okay. I feel like someone is toying with you. When it comes to your feelings, when it comes to your emotions, I don't know if this is a love connection or a love interest, but I feel like someone is just playing games, okay? Or they're just playing off your weaknesses, okay? Whatever that may be, even your triggers, okay? I just said even your triggers, okay? I got the 10 of Swords. Like, they know. I feel like this person knows it triggers you, or this person knows that this is your weakness and they continue to do it. Okay. I also feel like you have to be careful to not really match energies, to not really bring yourself down along with this person as well, because that's what they want. They want the dopamine hit. Okay, by you reacting, by you giving that reaction, that is giving them exactly what they want. You are the perfect prey. Okay? I didn't need to sound so serious, but it could be that serious. Okay? You are not to be toyed with or played with. Okay? That's where I come in. You know what? Also, I feel like this is like you have done it again when it comes to this experience, when it comes to really just dealing with traumatic situations or just difficult situations, especially specifically when it comes to love interests, love connections. I feel like you're being tested. You're being tested in a way to see if you could actually handle this again, and also, or to see this as a contrast of what you do not prefer, okay? Because Bashar always says sometimes you have to go through experiences in your life to see what you do prefer. But first you have to actually experience the things you don't prefer, okay? So I feel like also like there are options, okay? I feel like this person also knows that you have options, and it's like playing the weakest link, okay? The weakest link, like it's more so a projection. Like this person is more so projecting based off from their insecurities, okay? Because they know you're it, okay? They know that you are the one and only, okay? When it comes to a catch, okay? When it comes to a partner, when it comes to having the exact right person in their life, okay? You are just someone who I feel like you just sometimes accidentally build these connections or relationships, whereas I feel like it's more so of you giving to them than them giving to you. It's like you are going through these cycles of karma, okay? Not to say like it's a bad thing, but it's more so of you having to pick up where you left off, okay? It's like, you know, when you play a video game and like you have to save at a certain point and throughout the game, but if you don't save, you're gonna end up right back at the beginning. That is a perfect analogy, okay? It's exactly like that. So what have you learned from your past? What can you apply and what can you do better? Okay? So truly ask yourself that, because they know you're the prize. That is the only reason why, okay? And I feel like this is why I got the nine of Pentacles, okay? Because you are the prize. And I feel like you are just someone who just, you, I don't know, I just feel like it's like you're being, not only will this really open your eyes or just awaken you to a new perspective when it comes to this person or what you truly want when it comes to relationship, when it comes to really gaining that clarity out of it, okay? Because I feel like this is something you need to go through, not necessarily what you want to go through, but something that you need to go through in order for you to actually reach that other level of yours, or to actually meet that person, or to find that person. Not saying that you need someone in your life, but also just like, I feel like you're just a hopeless romantic. Okay, you're hopeless romantic, and that could be another thing that he could be preying on when it comes to your feelings and your heart. Okay, because I feel like you just have a big heart. You have a lot to give. I feel like you're just someone who just doesn't deserve all the bullshit you have been handed with. Okay, not only with relationships, but I feel like with life in general. Like, I feel like even the workplace, even with family, I feel like you just have been dealing with a lot of shit that I feel like you didn't ask for. Like, I feel like you could just be standing in the corner, not saying a word, but still you're gonna get picked on, so you're gonna be called out. It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, you know? Like, I feel like you have been a scapegoat. You have been the black sheep. Like, I feel like you just have been someone who has always gotten the shorter end of the stick when it comes to really getting the best possible outcome when it comes to certain situations or circumstances. But I feel like you can play this in your favor. Okay, I know that sounds weird, I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like sometimes it's okay to play dumb. Sometimes it's okay to really walk away from situations and to really not indulge yourself into more chaos, more drama, okay, more negativity. No response is the best response. Like I said, they are looking for that dopamine hit. They are looking for that response, and it's time to not give it to them. Okay, you have bigger and better places to be, and that's just it. That's probably another reason why I feel like, not only with relationships, but I feel like people have been in your life they have really tried to downplay or really shone the light that I feel like you really emit, okay, out into the world. I feel like you have, like I said, you have such a big heart. You have really something special about you that I feel like is just so giving, but also it can be preyed on when it comes to the wrong type of people. But I feel like slowly but surely you are going to awaken something in you, or you are really going to be walked down a path or guided down a path where I feel like you will meet your significant other that I feel like will be the better half of you, even though you have been really faced with all the, I would say tumultuous, I don't know if that's a word, not word, but like the worst situations or worst circumstances when it comes to relationships. Okay, I just said, I wasn't even looking at this card, but 8 of Swords, I just said that you will meet your other significant half. And I feel like it's like you're itching closer to, I feel like this is going to be unexpected. This person's going to really just show up out of nowhere, show up out of thin air. But because, like I said, it's not something you necessarily need right now, but something that you want, okay? But I feel like also you have been really driven, or just really driven to figure out why certain things have been happening, why, just reflecting on certain relationships or your past, or just really past judgment, okay? But I feel like you can't really take that to heart. Like I said, your feelings are being played with, okay? That doesn't mean you have to play back with it, and it just means that you have the ball in your court, okay? You can move forward however you wish to move forward. You don't really have to give your attention to the people who want to play ball with you, because, like I said, no reaction is the better reaction. But also I feel like you have to Okay, these are standing out to me. Two of Swords and then Two of Pentacles. You really have to make a decision, okay, when it comes to a certain someone. Like I said, I feel like you have options. I feel like you have options when it comes to moving on or to stay behind, okay? Moving on or staying behind. I don't know if this has something to do with a relationship or with someone in your life or just your future career, but I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand together, or it just integrates together. I don't know if integrates is the correct word, but I feel like one would affect the other. Like I feel like if you were to choose this career path or this something, yeah, I feel like if you were to choose one path, then it's going to affect another path or another thing in your life. I don't know what I'm saying, but I feel like it's going to affect something else in your life. So I feel like you have been really dwelling on it, or you have been really pondering about making this decision, and also it's more so of really you having to make this decision for yourself. But I feel like someone has been pressuring you, someone has been really trying to get you to make that decision for them, okay? I feel like it's more so of selfish reasons rather than for your benefit. But like I said, I'm here to remind you, I'm here to really give you this message to really make this decision for yourself. Really ask yourself what you want, what you desire, and truly what's in your heart, okay? I know that sounds corny, okay, but truly what is in your heart when it comes to making this decision, especially with this person, okay? Because I know there are bad memories and there are good memories with this person, but also you have to really think of the longevity of it, okay? Do you truly believe in your heart that this is something that can be sustainable, that can be figured out in the long run, that can really help better yourself rather than to lower yourself, okay? Because you really want to keep yourself in this state, this positive state where you are continuing to grow rather than up and down, okay? I feel like you have been on this roller coaster, nine of swords, on this roller coaster when it comes to being hurt, okay? Being hurt, really just emotionally being exhausted of the fact that you have to be in this situation. It's almost as if like you feel trapped, like you can't really get yourself out of it emotionally, okay? So I don't know if you're just in an environment where I feel like it's hard for you to get out, it's hard for you to get away, it's hard for you to escape, okay? I feel like you're someone who really tries to find ways to avoid the situation or to avoid that conflict, that really hard conversation when it comes to that connection, okay? But I feel like you have to, the more you try to resist, the more it will, you know, like become stronger, okay? So you have to keep in mind that you are just really attracting more of it, okay? Like insistence is resistance. Can't really run away from it, you can't really escape from it. It's gonna follow you, it's gonna find you. Like I said, you have been experiencing things that I feel like it's kind of like a full circle where it feels similar, it may feel similar, and that is correct, okay? It is similar because this is a test, okay? Whether or not you are going to keep doing the same thing and wanting to change, or stay in your comfort zone, okay? Because that could be just your little comfort zone as well. Like this is like making so much, it's like, okay, this is like a perfect like example when I say that you're feeling trapped, you're feeling really, it's like the situation is unavoidable, okay? I don't know if you love this person or this person is just, that is, but it's really truly right now you are playing a game, but also I feel like it's a game that you can win. Not can't win, but you can win, okay? I feel like you have been really taught for a long time that this game you can't win in it because you're just fiddle, like you are just someone who doesn't know what's happening or don't know really the rules of the game. But I feel like you have played long enough to actually figure out the rules of the game at this point. Okay, so there's no more excuses, there's no more really putting other people before you. So I feel like now it's time to really be the bigger person. And when I say be the bigger person, I mean be the bigger person to make the first move. Okay, I feel like you have not been the person to always make the first move, and I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to certain situations, when it comes to conversations, when it comes to really confronting someone. Okay, but I feel like it's time for you to take it by the balls. Okay, take it by the balls, because I feel like as soon as you face it, the moment you face it, everything will be revealed to you in that moment. And okay, I don't know what that is, but I feel like you will be getting your answers once you decide to face that situation, that fear of yours. Okay, because there's nothing to be afraid of. There's only growth from this point on. Okay, because you've had it all, you've battled it all, you've experienced it all. Now it's time to face the music. Face the music. Okay. That is all, my loves, and I hope this helps. Thank you for tuning in.